TikTok live tonight at 7 p.m.
And don't forget to submit your questions in the comments.
For now, that
I was raised right by my mom.
Then for Tabang is an amazing person. There's no serious about it. I feel like you have an amazing talent. Yeah, I feel like you are very smart. There's no denying the facts. And also, I for one, I actually admire the fact that you didn't allow your age to actually determine how you act in the house. You didn't get, you actually put your head above the waters. But I just have a question for you, Tabang. You know, there was a time you were discussing with Kosi, and you made mention of, you said something. You said, for Yemi to act the way he did on a national TV, maybe the way, I don't know what you meant, maybe you meant, maybe embarrass Kosi or something, and what the only God knows what he can do indoors. And I think a lot of us are actually curious as what you mean by that statement when you said that maybe did Yemi actually do something that is so bad that I mean on the show right now that you actually they're talking about in that aspect, and then considering the facts or considering the way you actually treated Nelisa on the show, I thank God you're actually trying to make amends right now. Do you think it's actually valid for you to make such a statement, considering the facts that you actually did worse when it comes to Nelisa? Okay, I said considering the way you actually treated Nelisa on the show, like, do you think it is actually valid for you to be making that statement about Yemi, considering that you actually had some moments, you actually did some things also with Nelisa, and it was on the national TV also?
Yes, I understand. I might have made a few mistakes throughout the show. I think, you know, like reflecting back on it, maybe some of the things that I said, I didn't really have a right to say. Considering the position that I was also in. I think in regards to Nelisa, I've kind of said an answer for that earlier on. But in regards to Yemi, I think you do understand what I was getting at. And yeah, so I do admit that maybe at the time I didn't have a right to say that. So yeah, I do take that back.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, Ayokunle.
Hello everyone, welcome again on the Barry Spot, where we give you all the latest going on in the society. Before we get started, I'm using this medium to ask you guys to please comment, like and share, subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell so as to know when we drop a new video. And the ex-housemate that have been evicted from the house have been having one interview or the other. Like I said yesterday, I said that following Tabang's interview on stage and what he said, Nelisa unfollowed Thabang, and then, guys, the drama has begun. Immediately afterwards, Thabang, Justin, and Blackboy were interviewed by Cute Kimani, one of the popular bloggers that have been interviewing all ex-housemates. She was asking questions from Justin, Thabang, and Blackboy. So when she asked Justin said that I was attracted to Yvonne, but Juicy J took her away. I know shipping could have helped my game, but I chose not to since I couldn't have Yvonne. I'm like, baby Juju, from where to where? You don't know your mate, right? If I knock your head goes straight. He now continued that pairing him with Yvonne actually helped his game, and that is why he stayed longer. She was quite competitive and he is not, so they complemented each other. Then he still continued that Nana is a beautiful girl, but her reasons for being in the house was different. I don't know what is there. Now that we are both out of the game, I really just want to focus on my cooking and hair care business. And that is Justin talking about that. Justin is like, he's just busy about his cooking and his hair care business. He's not into ships or anybody. So for Black Boy said, I didn't go for Nana because it seemed she wanted something more serious, which I wasn't ready for. Blue looked like she was playing, which I was open to, getting to know ourselves better. Things changed and I can't wait to see Blue Ava right now. That is Black Boy talking. He now said that he hasn't spoken to Blue Ava since he got out of the house, but I am confident everyone would hear something from us soon. He was now blushing. They now still asked Black Boy about Ipeleng. It was not like, I felt betrayed about Ipeleng because she didn't pick me but picked Egbubu instead. Though she tried to apologize, but the action can't be undone. I have moved on since then. I'm glad of where I am right now, that Ipeleng was just being strategic. Anyway, Black Boy, this is life for you. Just heal and move on from Ipeleng's issue. He now continued that his feelings towards Nana was genuine and pure. However, I didn't know why she'd say she was using me for the game. It's all good though. Then they asked Tabang. Tabang was not like, I don't know if being the resident ladies man will be good for my image on the long run. Fingers crossed. Being out of the house, I see Kosi is doing the most, but I wish Tatsi would win. I know how much it would mean to her. And no, I wouldn't be pushing any relationship with neither Olivia, Kosi, nor Nelisa. Though I owe Nelisa an apology. This is Tabang talking with cute Kimani immediately after the house. He now continued that, I don't think I was fair to Nelisa. The relationship with Olivia was one way. I didn't get to know her. With Kosi, I don't think there's anything there. I didn't like how things were eventually. Tabang was talking about how and where they were as at when he left the house. I'm like, Tabang must be the first guy that came out of the house and denied all relationships, because everybody has been very, very careful so far. Still on Tabang's issues with the girls, I don't know why Tabang would be doing things he doesn't like. I know that house can play a major effect on someone because practically they don't have anything they're doing in the house. They just sleep, wake up, and do tasks and move around with each other and chat and while away the time. So practically you will be led into temptation. Oh boy, So Tabang has used Kosi and dumped her. See Auntie Kosi that is playing that I'm smart, I'm the best, I'm this. And Tabang came out and did not even breathe. He didn't even rest. Instantly saying, I cast and bind Kosi. The way he even threw Kosi and Nelisa under the bus is like, Maybe they said Yemi was throwing Blue under the bus. This Tabang zone is even worse. He came out after kissing Kosi before he got onto the stage, and all that he did in the house with Kosi and Nelisa, with all the things he did with Nelisa. I'm not interested, but you're always running into the bathroom with her to go and make out. You kiss her as if you're 100% interested. How would the girl not be running after you on and on? Wow. Anyway, I wish you well in life. I don't have any problem with you. You're a cool guy, you're smart, and I know that you also want to pursue your education and you have a lot going on for you right now. I definitely know that. Any woman tying you down is the last thing on your mind. And even if we see you together with Kosi, I know it is for beneficial reasons. Guys, if you went through my videos, you will know when I was saying that when Tabang comes out, he's going to denounce Kosi. And he did exactly the same thing. Now, we know that it's all a game to Tabang. He wasn't even into Kosi. And even if he tries to come butter up things because of the Kobang shippers so that he can get money, the guy needs money. He already says it that he's going to be broke after the house. So don't blame him if he's trying to conform with whatever they want so he can get gift and money. That is life, right? He has to survive. I'm just going to be here watching all the game and telling everybody what's up until you guys officially denounce each other. Maybe in the next few months or probably few days. When that time comes, I will still come here and tell you the story. Tabang is the player nobody saw coming, man. A real player. If Kosi thinks she's playing, Tabang is also playing. A lot happened on Monday, guys. Then we have the Whitemoney issue to go that route. But maybe he's talking from the point of view of where he is right now in Nigeria. Because so many people have showed that range that, oh, maybe they can be the pick-me kind of lady or whatever. We all know that there's a lot going on in Nigeria right now. And if I want to look at his point of view, he's trying to encourage the guys that they should work harder. That once they work harder, then they can have any woman they want. Meaning that all the ladies or all those very rich ladies that are not looking their ways can now look their ways. Number one, you are wrong for generalizing. Then secondly, I would say that just like the guys does not want a liability for a woman, I think it also works the both ways, that when a lady is working, she actually wants a working man, somebody that they can work together and lift themselves up together, you know. In the Western world, working countries like Europe, the US, Canada, when people are getting married, you see people that are working from one company or the other, coming together as one, trying to build a home. The way people depend on others in Nigeria, people don't really depend on themselves yet like that. This place is made for family, where you have a man and a woman trying to build a home, helping each other. So there's nothing like maybe one is working and the other is not working. No. And I've seen so many black African women that have done greatly. People like Okonji Iweala. As at when she was growing then, if it was in this season we were now, people will be like she's actually slipping her way through success. Meanwhile, that is not it. She actually earned a success. Every woman can also be like that. So I disagree with Whitemoney on this, because just like you are telling the guys that they should work harder and they can have any woman they want, then we can now tell the women too that work harder and make sure that you get the right man for you, not some men that are not working. Because just like you are referring to the women that women are layabouts, we also have some layabouts guys that are now gigolos in the society. They don't work. It's the women that are giving them money. So we can argue all this onto so many situations. We can even say that, oh, the guys are even into 419s. We can say, oh, they are selling people's body parts for stuffs. We can say all kind of evil things that they are doing. So practically nobody comes clean. I don't understand how Whitemoney would just sleep and wake up and decide to just open his mouth and talk. When you want to talk, you try and understand what you're saying. Now you degraded all the women on BB Naija, and we have very hardworking BB Naija contestants that have been out of the show that have done well for themselves so far. We have people like Tacha. Everybody in this world knows that Tacha does not take any nonsense. She's not in that kind of league of women. So when you are saying that 99%, I disagree. We have more than 50% of women doing well and working so hard to make a home without depending on anybody or trying to come close as to drag themselves low. So you guys need to learn how to encourage others when they are trying so hard to build a front for themselves. We have people like Bisola from the BB Naija. We have so many others that have really tried for themselves. Even Beauty Tukura was also saying that she's into forex market, but you guys would never accept that these women are working hard. Instead, you will slut shame them and tell them that no, she's sleeping with a man, she's sleeping with one senator, it is one constituency that she's going to. That's what you guys want to believe in. You don't ever want to believe that people are truly working hard to earn their money. There are many women that are very hardworking. I being one of them. And I know so many successful women that have worked very hard for their money without having to sleep around or be with any man just to be successful. I don't understand why it is in Nigeria, why it is so difficult for people to actually believe in their fellow woman. Even when they are being truthful and they tell their fellow woman that, oh, this is what I do for a living and this is how I earn my money, they still would not believe it. They would believe that it is a man that is giving them money to succeed. So what are you saying? Everybody is not rubbish now. How can you just come and say that they all sleep around for money? Whitemoney, and you have sisters too. People should just learn how to talk honestly. I don't just understand how these people will just open their mouth and be talking. I think you're a smart man, Whitemoney. How can you just open your mouth and just talk like that? There are so many politicians that are women, even at a very young age. They are not pick-me girls. They are successful, hardworking women. When a woman is working, please encourage them. You know, there's a lot of jabbings going right and left. Doyin was so angry, and this is what she has to say. You know, she was now writing her own story towards Whitemoney because Whitemoney actually particularly mentioned her name. And the reason for that is because Doyin went under his comment when he first dropped that bomb, and Doyin went to leave her opinion of what she thinks about him. Because her number and blah blah blah, you know, his way of talking shows that he took it very personal, trying so hard to pull her down. He was even reminding the whole world, saying that coming from somebody that had come on this same podcast and said that customers can also be husbands, or was it customers can also be boyfriends? That was what Doyin said on the podcast as at then. So Whitemoney is taking advantage of this, trying to slut shame her and making an example through Doyin that assets of BBN Naija girls and lose. BBN girls sleep around. This is what they do for a living. I don't understand where Whitemoney is coming from, but all women are not the same. Guys, you remember when Pere was talking, everybody were not taking Pere serious, that this guy is a pretender, that he has been pretending and still pretending his way through it all. But today, Whitemoney showed the world that, oh, this is the real me. So Doyin was so angry that she penned a very long message. She said that when Whitemoney was talking to her, Doyin said, in your words, Doyin, you know what I did for you. Guys, this blitz man met me at Intercontinental. I said hi to him and he said hi. Then the next thing he said, oh, his manager likes me a lot in the house and she would like to manage me. I told him to let me think about it and I'll call him in a few days. I did call him back a few days to ask for the manager's number. Is that what you did for me, Whitemoney? You know, she was now ranting. She now continued that you asked me if I'm mad. I'm not. The one screaming at a microphone like a lunatic, talking down on a woman just because she gave you the training you refused to get at home. You just proved your insanity to the entire internet. I am not the mad one here. She now said, P.S. Calling me little or small doesn't make you big. You are the one on the ground. You are nothing in the grand scheme of things. She now actually added a jab that your microbladed bros look good. I would take a look at it and actually patronize the person. That is Doyin talking. You know, it's been hot on the internet. Everybody have a say. Even JMK came and was like talking down on women. Gotta be the only way you get aroused. Cause what is this shit? A damn shame. Everybody was angry. Even Princess came like, at this point, guy, you don't they talk too much. Your type is the reason why every girl that comes out of Bigbrother are being looked down on, which is true. What about the likes of Tacha, Bisola, to mention a few? These women have been working their ass off since they left the house, only for a full-grown man to open his mouth and spit nonsense, all in the name of podcast. What about the one that asked you for business advice and financial help? What did you do? How did you help them? This common sense is really not common. We await the full list, sir. That is official Princess talking, you know. I just believe that Whitemoney is doing too much. Yes, if you want to stay relevant with good things, not controversial things that can actually go haywire. Like all those things is something you don't want to involve yourself in. You to stay your clean white. When you come on social media, on a TV to come degrade women and you did not fall from heaven. I'm sure you understand what that means, Whitemoney. Last week, Victoria Ayama was insulting your mother that she didn't train you well, and you still came back on TV today to still repeat what Victoria Ayama was actually explaining to the whole world, which we understand clearly. Internet was so hot on Monday, everybody were just giving their opinion. Whitemoney has refused to back down. Whitemoney is out here. The more he talks, it looks much more like I'm being embarrassed on his behalf. I just hope all these things, Whitemoney will just sit down and think it out that he has been really wrong. Then we have the winner of the ex-BB Zanzi in the name of Mfo. The last one they just finished. She's been going through a lot according to her. It's been hell, you know. I think she's broke as well. Just like people said Whitemoney is broke and is making a fool of himself. Mfo is also doing the same thing right now. She wrote a long story and this is what they have to say. Like, she is so sad. She is kind of under the weather. I think she's kind of depressed because of what is going on with her. And she says she's not in a happy place. Well, I just think that all these reality TV stars need to really take it easy. Especially with this info girl. That is what Kosi is also doing now. You know, creating so much enemies with her talks and all that. By the time she comes out of the house and people start taking it out on her, you know, it won't be funny. And her fans are also not making it easy. I hope that I can advise Kosi's fans that they need to take things easy so that everything will be okay for their fave, you know. Internet is not smiling. People on the net are not that friendly. That is my own opinion. People have opinion to share. Well, you guys know how to drag now. Everybody will just be dragging themselves. Me, I have more stories to talk. I will just bring story to people. And guys, still on Monday, they now did the TikTok live. Tabang also apologized. He used that opportunity to apologize to Nelisa. Well, I think that was what he did. He's been trying his best to clean his path. Well, he said it when he was talking to Kosi that he wants to be a better man and he's trying every opportunity possible to be a better man. And then on the DSTV Live on Twitter, Yemi's fans were now asking questions. Please, guys, listen to what he has to say.
Tabang, I see you as someone that is very, for 21-year-old guy, I saw a lot of potentials. You're someone that is very calculative in your actions, someone very strategic, someone very goal-oriented, and someone. So we have so many potentials, but there are certain things that I saw about you that I still need to ask you. You're very, very vindictive. I had to bring out some scenarios in some of your actions in the house. I don't know why you held on so much hurt in your heart from the beginning of the show when you were with Nelisa till the end. You couldn't stop talking about her and Yemi. I don't know what those guys did to you that their name didn't get out of your mouth. You were just looking for every way to just mock them. And these people came out, they don't even look, or they didn't even say anything bad about you. They kept quiet, they kept it cool. But you were very vindictive. You seem that you lack so much love in your heart that everything that has to come out from you was just hate. I just want to know what exactly did Yemi and Nelisa took from you that you were not just ready to let it go.
Tabang, would you like to answer that question?
Yeah. So thank you, Abraham, for that question. Thank you for the nice things. But the situation with Nelisa and Yemi wasn't. I don't really think I don't have anything against Yemi. I think Yemi and I could have a good relationship outside the house. You know, not that we didn't have a good relationship inside the house. We were just cool inside the house. I don't have hate for anyone.
Wow, that is massive. Yemi's fans are not playing with their faves. I think that Tabang in that house, nobody whatsoever actually did him wrong. Nobody did him dirty. Like, everybody were nice to him. I think most especially because he was young, you know. People were really treading softly. Even when Yemi had issues with him, he only went to ask questions from him. He wasn't even fighting or calling him out in a fight. He was asking questions in a very matured way that would make things easy for him. But Tabang, on the other hand, would go out of his way to talk about Yemi with Kosi and really rubbish him at every opportunity. For the last 2 weeks before he was evicted, it was Yemi, this, Yemi, that, you know. We will even think that Yemi is still in the house. The way they talk about him, I don't understand. So Yemi's fans were really mad at him and had to ask him that, what did Yemi buy from you that you have stooped this low that you don't want to leave him out of your stories? And Tabang was making them understand that he's even open to relationship with Yemi outside the house. I'm like, how? When? Okay, we shall see now. Shebi will be here watching. I'm ready to bring story, guys. I'm ready to bring gist. I'm waiting for how they'll become best friends outside the house so that I can bring the gist to you guys. So his fans were really angry that he apologized to Yemi, that he take his word back, all the things he said towards Yemi, given the fact that he's also in that kind of situationship that he was with Nelisa, that he's not supposed to be the one that will be trying to drag Yemi down. And he also apologized that, he's so sorry about the way he treated Nelisa. But his fans were really mad that no, he's not supposed to apologize. He's meant to be chauvinistic. Is this, is that. They want him not to apologize. You know, they were trying all their best to support rubbish. This is what I say all the time, that stop trying to validate wrong things. We are all from a home here, and we have parents that have taught us at one point at the time that when you go wrong, learn how to say you are sorry. That goes a long way, and it takes you to the next step in your life. Tabang, you have done very well. I'm in support of what you did, and I think that the sky is just the beginning for you. I wish you guys the best, and I hope that you, Black Boy and Justin, everyone that have been evicted from the house will do great in life, because you guys went into that show just because you want to be better men. I wish you guys the best. And on that note, I'm going to call it an evening. It's been a wonderful day. This is the end of my Tatafo for today. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Turn on your notification bell so you know when I drop a new video. Until next time in the next video, I'm going to say cheers.